Hey everyone, welcome back to JiggleSquid. This is Dustin, and we are back with even more Banner Saga. So last we left off, I suffered pretty rough defeat. We got into a battle with the Dredge, and I was not able to fight them off quite enough. But that was just because, like I said in the previous episode, I did get a little bit greedy and kind of went crazy with thinking I could hold off 5 or 6 dredge with like 2 dudes. So let's go ahead and promote him twice. So let's bump up his strength and his break damage and his armor. So that way he's doing as much damage as possible. So Mogir is ready to be promoted. I know that's chewing into my renown, but let's up his break damage, his willpower, and I guess that'll be it this time. And we'll back up. So let's switch out Eirik for Gunnulf, just so I've got some big boys slapping around. And we'll rest up for another day so that everyone is back at full strength, and then we will go ahead and leave. Mogir comes to you sporting a dour expression. There are more warriors than usual claiming illness lately. I don't think they're faking it. I've seen them vomiting or stumbling around. Humans seem to be suffering from something too. Are we pushing too hard? I can't prove anything, but I think some of the rations may have been poisoned. Before you can respond, he continues, don't spread paranoia. It may be nothing. I found nothing wrong with the food, and most of us aren't ill. What do you think? See if we can find some other connection. A couple hours later, Mogir comes to you again. I don't see any pattern to it. Some of the sick have faced dredge, while others haven't. Some admit to feeling tired, while others are well rested. Aside from the pains, I don't know. So, I guess we'll just keep an eye out for now. Ludin has been sending scouts ahead, quicker and more nimble than your Varl. One rushes back just as you cross the hilltop, out of breath. Dredge! That direction! You overhear him tell Ludin. About a day away. They found a village. You ask what they're doing. Tearing the place apart, he says. Maybe 1,000 of them, or more. Looking for gods knows what. This will be a bigger fight than usual. Ludin is uncharacteristically silent, waiting to see what you say. We don't have enough to do that. Let's get closer before we make a move. You set out at a slow march, moving as quietly as an army can. It'll be another half day before you spy the village. When they come into view, you'll make a plan. So yeah, let's get an eye on what we're looking at first, and then we'll figure out what's going on. With the village still a day away, you're eating on the march. Varl approaches. We had words earlier. Oh, okay, it's that guy. You are right in what you did. Let me join your guard and fight at your side. You got one shot. You tell him to report to Mogir. I don't sit in the back lines. Make a mistake and you'll get your head caved in. Nobody will lose sleep over it. He nods and goes to speak with Mogir. So does that mean that I've got this dude as like a soldier I can use now? Because that would be dope. You're close enough to hear dredge rattling through the buildings below. The village seems to slither. Pull them out of the houses. Slag can't resist an ambush. We'll have better luck in an open field. Yeah, let's do it. Let's take the fight to them. You send your shield bangers forward to get their attention. Before long, the dredge have gathered, ready for a fight. So there's not quite as many as we were before. Let's get in formation. You start comparing weaknesses and strengths, taking into account terrain, morale, and the look of your enemy. If you're careful, you should be able to keep your forces balanced. Give the order. You start rallying your forces and gather your allies to you, preparing to enter the fray. So who is this? He's a strong arm. So what does that mean? Battering ram. Character smashes into an enemy or ally, knocking them back up to 4 tiles, and pushes them through anyone in the way. Does armor break damage and adds 1 more break damage to the target for each unit they pass through. Okay. And then he's got return the favor. I'm going to hold off on using him for now, just because I've got all of these guys already. And I think that they do a pretty good job as is, other than maybe these two, just because I can't figure out how to work the archers still. Even though I looked it over last time on the last episode, it's just a matter of getting it together. It's like as soon as she fires one shot, she's got this huge target on her back, and then we're fucked. So let's move. Let me see what I'm working with here. Okay, enraged grunt. Dredge grunt. So those are regular grunts. Is he a vicious grunt? Dredge grunt and rage grunt. Oh, and then there's this guy. He's also vicious. So there's 4, 7 against our 6. I don't know how to make these guys. I don't want to trap him, so maybe put him over here where there's not as many dredge. Okay, so we're gonna let them come to us. Oh, there goes all of his damage. Yep. Can he attack adjacent targets? He can. Wow. Give him the poke. Yeah, hit him. Get him good ones. God damn. Come on, Bearsy. Fucking live up to your name last time. Man, they really want to whip his ass. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Well, he's gonna die. Woo-hoo. Give him the big slap, of course. One damage. Yeah, I guess that's really all I can do. I don't really understand the damage calculation for this game sometimes. So I can do 7 damage here. I don't know. I think it's because I'm hitting the guy in the back. Oh, cool. I downed my own guy. Sweet. Either it'll hit or it won't, and of course it won't. Nice. Please kill this man. Oh, come on. Give me a break, man. Jesus. Yep, he's down 2. Cool. I am not very good at this game. 1 damage. Let's break the armor, I guess. Just kill him. Take a moment to survey the battlefield. Being pushed back. Let's pull back. I'm not making the same mistake at twice. Got 9 renown from that. Boy, these battles are not easy. Bodies blanket the area as though the snow itself had turned black and red. You walk between clusters of survivors taking account of your warriors. Eventually you cross paths with Mogir. This was a tough one, he says. Hope we don't face worse the further we go. But this could be a hint of things to come. Let's check out that village. The wounded are gathered and you head towards what is left of the village ahead. You wander through the small village where there had been the cacophony of battle before, now an eerie silence hangs over the place. Bodies of dredge and villagers make a macabre path to houses that have been ripped apart as if by a tornado. Yrsa stops in her tracks. Hear that? She all but whispers. It sounds like crying. Soon you discover a trapdoor hidden partially by a carpet. Open the hatch. A woman's scream dies in her throat at the sight of Varl instead of dredge. Men and women both are huddled together. A baby cries on her mother's shoulder. They are clearly awed to see so many warriors. What do we do now? We have cleared the way to Strand, so go there. They give you worrying looks, but eventually begin gathering their things. Think they'll make it? Asks Mogir, doubt in his voice. You don't know, but trying has got to be better than starving to death in a pit. Eirik watches. I almost feel guilty about this. I know Strand. Even if they make it in one piece, the locals will tear them apart. Not literally, of course, but, well, maybe literally. I might join them. You can go if you want, I guess. I haven't really been using you, so then I will. So let's hit the market. So we've got 78 days worth of supplies. Is that a weapon? Okay, so what is some of this stuff? Let's just snatch up all of this. -1 aggro, +1 to movement, +1 to dodge, strength. Okay, cool. Because we've got plenty of supplies. We need items. Let's rest up a day and improve our heroes here. Alright, so let's... I could promote him, but I think it costs 15 to promote. Yeah. Okay, so he can add this or this. What does this do? +1 armor, -1 aggro. Okay, so we'll give that to Yrsa, and then we'll give that to Luden, I think. Actually, we'll give that to Bercy, just because... Actually, what's this stuff do? +1 movement, +20% dodge. Hold off on that. Yeah, let's give him the undercoat. And then she's only level 1, so let's go ahead and promote her. Give her more break damage and pump up her strength. And then we will give her this dagger. I could promote him, but I think I'm going to make it so that he can move a little better. And then leave that guy alone. I guess I'll give the charm to him because he's the only one who can use it right now. But that is going to do it for me for this episode. So, everybody, take it easy. Hope to see you next time out here on the Jiggle Squid. Give me just a moment here.